From Television Center, this is News 27 at 6. News 27 is brought to you by Foster's Food Fair. At Foster's Food Fair, we care. Digicel, the bigger, better network. Car City Sales and Service. Kirk Home Center, a great deal in store for you. And Cayman Airways, the national flag carrier of the Cayman Islands.
Mr. Seals and Anthony Ennis, the Deputy Commissioner, are completely innocent of the allegations.
Those are the words of a special investigator brought in from the UK, operating undercover for 6 months, clearing Net News publisher Desmond Seals and Deputy Commissioner Anthony Ennis of corruption. Good evening, I'm Charles Glidden.
And I'm Donna Bush. And a major announcement from the Governor of the Cayman Islands. The top leadership at the Royal Cayman Islands Police are on required leave. Police Commissioner Stuart Kernahan, Deputy Commissioner Rudolph Dixon, and Detective Superintendent John Jones all on leave tonight, leaving a lot of questions and very few answers. News 27's April Cummings begins our coverage with a look at the latest developments.
I have decided to send the Police Commissioner, Stuart Kernahan, the Deputy Commissioner, Rudolph Dixon, and Detective Chief Superintendent John Jones on required leave this morning. This decision was not taken lightly.
In carefully guarded language, the Governor of the Cayman Islands announcing there will be a new acting commissioner from the UK at the helm of the Royal Cayman Islands Police Force. This after an investigation into allegations about Royal Cayman Islands Police Deputy Commissioner Anthony Ennis and newspaper publisher Desmond Seals.
The investigating team has shown that these allegations were false. However, in the course of their original investigation, certain other matters, not in any way relating to Mr. Ennis or Mr. Seals, have come to light, which now, in the interest of protecting the high standards of the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service, we must look into.
There is a lot unsaid about why the top tier of the police department is on required leave and why the governor says the officers are not under investigation.
I know we can't explain all the circumstances, but I do know a lot more, inevitably, of what lies behind this, and on the basis of that knowledge, I can reassure the public that we have a good police force, and we will continue our efforts to make it an even better police force.
What is troubling about all this is the lack of information on which to base an educated opinion, and few details about what's next, other than an investigator's promise to get down to business as quickly as possible. April Cummings, News 27.
From Television Center, this is Daybreak. Brought to you by Pepsi, distributed by Baden Beverages. Digicel, Cayman's bigger, better GSM network. And Hughes Cleaning Service, more than clean. And now, Daybreak goes on the road to explore one of our sister islands, Cayman Brac.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sheena Hurlston, and Daybreak is on the Brac.
That's right. We're on location, and today we are at the Christopher Columbus Memorial on top of the bluff. You know, it's been a long time since we've been there, and John, this is your home.
Your home.
Oh, man, I have had so much fun in the last couple of days. I visited friends. I visited family. I've got to explore the bluff all over again. I went and talked to Blackie, my favorite guy.
The ice cream.
Yeah, and I've got all the ice cream. I visited caves. I went to the lighthouse. And let me tell you what was the highlight, though. I got to introduce the news director to a soldier crab.
Oh, and you're going to see it all on today's show. But did you guys know, I have some news for you. Did you know that Cayman Brac Power and Lights is going to have the first wind-powered, windmill-generated electricity in the Caribbean?
No, we didn't know that.
Isn't that amazing? Well, of course, I'll be telling you more about that, as well as you a little bit later on this broadcast. But it's so neat here. It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
Well, we're going to have lots of stories today about things that are happening in the Brac and why you should travel over to the Brac and just take a weekend away from Cayman and relax. I was able to go around and taste and test different kinds of fruits, like the gooseberries and the guineps and all sorts of fruits that are really, really good. And some of it is only found here in Cayman. In Cayman Brac, you can't find it in Cayman, but you know, it's a good reason, just to relax, is to come over here to Cayman Brac.
Yeah, and I think one of the highlights of my whole weekend is I got to go back to the bakery. You know, that was my grandfather's bakery, and I got to sit out on the front porch just like I did when I was a little boy, and all my little cousins used to come around, and there's too many to name. And but the best part is we got to go inside, and we got to see how they made them good breads and big old round breads and bullets. Oh, man.
And if we could bring the smell to you, we would, because it is amazing as soon as you walk in there. But we'll be bringing some back as well, so if you run into us.
You were also able to catch up with former Minister Juliana O'Connor.
I was a representative, of course, now for our sister islands, and it was really neat to get her perspective on how Cayman Brac has really developed over the years and what its plans are for future development. So we sat down at her heritage house. Of course, she was one of those that christened it when she was a minister for the Sister Islands for Community Affairs. And it'll be interesting to see, of course, her perspective, and as well as teach you a little bit about what's happening here in Cayman Brac.
And let's not forget about Simon.
That's
you know,
right.
Simon did some great things here too.
We pulled Simon from the news department, and we pulled him with the Daybreak crew, and he's here as well, and he's doing some interesting things, especially for you divers. If you'd like to visit the Atlantis City, you definitely want to pay attention to Daybreak, as he will have a story about that right here on the Daybreak Show. Yeah, we have so much to talk about on Daybreak this morning, all about Cayman Brac, so you want to be paying attention. Don't change that channel. Watch the entire show this morning, especially all you Brackers out there living in Grand Cayman. We're going to have all that and a lot more, but right now, let's check out the news.